Hi, I'm Kay Mosier-McDivitt. I'm a technical assistant specialist with the Center for Capacity Building with the Alliance. I want to talk about the purpose of the session one, the purpose of the Learning Collaborative goals, and how we set the stage for all of the activities that are going to happen as part of the first session. So first of all, I think when you set the stage for your session, it's important to review the goals of the Learning Collaborative, and really, as you create your materials and you create your agenda, to always be thinking about the three goals of the Learning Collaborative and then be able to refer to them frequently throughout your session one. So the goals for the Learning Collaborative are very simply threefold. Number one, they were to reduce the length of stay from the homeless system entry to exit to permanent housing. So everything we're doing is how are we reducing and shortening that length of time that families in our system are homeless. The second thing is, at the end of the Learning Collaborative, we wanted to be able to show that we were increasing the number of families that we were rapidly rehousing. And then the third thing is that we wanted all of the participating organizations to have rapid rehousing programs that were inclusive and served everyone. So thinking of those three things, then, we wanted to create activities and create a learning environment that the organizations that participate would be able to achieve those three goals. So then, as we thought about this, we looked at three purposes of, at the end of session one, what did we want to say that we had achieved at the end of the first session. So there were three things, again, that we wanted to achieve at the end of the first session. First, we wanted to develop a Learning Collaborative benchmarks to meet these overarching goals, the three goals that I just mentioned. And so as a full Learning Collaborative, we wanted all of the organizations participating to say, in our Learning Collaborative, these are our goals and our benchmarks. The second thing then is that we wanted each organization to identify the changes that they would need to make in order to meet these Learning Collaborative benchmarks and meet the best practices of rapid rehousing. And then the third thing we wanted to accomplish by the end of the Learning Collaborative was each organization was going to set 30-day benchmarks, 60-day benchmarks, and 90-day organizational benchmarks. And these would be benchmarks then that we would follow up with, that everybody would report back and say, this is what we're going to do in order to meet these overarching Learning Collaborative goals. And this is what everybody would sort of, in essence, hold each other accountable to at the end of the Learning Collaborative. So as we got ready for the start of the session, the first part of the session then was to focus on specifically that setting the overarching Learning to Collaborative goals in order to reach the three goals of reducing the length of stay, increasing the number of families that were being rapidly rehoused, and having programs that were all inclusive. So each activity then during the first part of the learning session was developed specifically around that purpose.